All right. Hey, welcome. It is time for GM Balo and Wednesday night, and we are having fun. Any of you who saw, wow, look at that. Any of you who saw last night, I still having a few migraine issues, so we've got the ridiculous looking glasses that prevent me from dying. So, um, as we left off, our pirates were in the Astral Sea, seeing if they could find a new home for their little burdening world that they have been caring for so long. And they got some clues in the form of some riddles that they found from a dead god of time, long, long past. Now, before we get any further, if you would like to give our players a little bit of inspiration, please do so. Spend those channel points, help them out. And you can also go ahead and utilize those to give them a little bit more loot. And I'll say inspiration would be good because we're in the deadly, deadly expanse of the Astral Sea where things can go awry very quickly. So, I think with that, we'll get moving here. So, last time, after receiving a mission from Sahanine herself, you embarked upon the endless expanse, colored and bright, of the Astral Sea. Her power tearing you away from the world of Exandria and depositing you somewhere with only her star map to guide you. Following her guidance, you used it to direct yourselves to the head of the dead god of time. After kicking some hag butt, as it were, you were able to figure out the ritual in order to connect to this god and get the hints you needed, hopefully, to find your way to the space of the world. Realizing that things don't necessarily float here, that worlds are separate planes in of themselves from where you are. So, your ship has been given a false gravity. Sending's blessing, for now, is carrying you forth. Jajal has pooped in the hag's home because he was very offended by their behavior.
Yes.
What would you like to do?
I could have swore he was litter box trained.
Well, we didn't see him do this.
Yeah, we didn't see that.
He did it in their hut.
So unless he tells us,
Are you back from your spacewalk?
I would probably be coming back. I mean, I don't know if you would have seen that like flinging coin that went off into space, but
Yeah. And right from the top here, we've got 3 inspirations, so fill on up if you need to from Frosher Haywood and Misbehave.
thank you.
I'll go ahead and grab one.
I definitely needed one myself.
And in Discord is your astral map.
Okay, where on there are we, and where is it that we want to go?
I believe we were in Here's Eye, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I believe it sounded like we had to head through the Maiden's Tear and head towards the Jade Shield.
Okay.
It's up to you where you want to go. So you need to set your course and tell me what you're going for.
Before all that, I need to fix my gun. So if I can make that roll.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fixed.
Cool.
Would we say that a short rest happens?
If you want to take a short rest here,
If
you
we're
can.
just standing around figuring out where to go.
Yeah, that's fine. So, what do we
And
think?
if I remember, we just have to think on which direction we have to go, right? We don't actually necessarily have to turn sails.
The boat will respond to your thoughts, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So
but it's still navigation.
So in terms of next direction or next step, like according to this weird, huge, talky, heady thingy, we needed to head towards the Sting's wings. What is that? Is that what it said? I'm trying to remember.
it's in one of the things is in general chat. I just posted it in StreamYard.
First, you must seek out such a thing. Then you must bathe it in the raw power of magic. Gathered in a great font is the magic you need. Past the sting's wings, it waits within the unseen one's deadly kiss.
It talked to you about getting a piece of the world that is somewhere in the Astral Sea. Is when it said such a thing.
Yeah, because to not put things out of balance, we need to basically make sure that it like consumes the dead world's like position, potentially like its heart type deal. So that way it doesn't unbalance the rest of the worlds.
Well, there's a wing down that way.
There's
We're gonna
also
take this literal.
signs. We also have to be aware of an astral predator. I don't remember the details of that, but there's something spooky out there that we need to be aware of.
Space Kraken.
Yeah. Did you talk about one thing said to find the gleaming one, the eye must look past sorrow to the shape and hue of leaf? Was one clue you got.
Yeah, I think we had discussed going from Ahur's Eye to the Maiden's Tears, and from the Maiden's Tears to the Jade Shield. So, east bearing north, and then northeast from that center point.
Sure. So you want to go to Ahur's Eye? Is that what you said?
I thought we were in Ahur's Eye.
Correct. So from Ahur's Eye,
yeah,
you're traveling where first?
to the Maiden's Tear, and then from there northeast to because just to follow the word that they had given us. That's what made sense to me.
And who was the one that gave that to us?
I don't
Because that was
The
before we got the
god?
last prophecy, right?
so we were told to search Ahur's Eye by Sehanin. We found the Titanic face that then of Gideon
Mm-hmm.
that then showed us or gave us this prophecy thing. I don't recall where the eye or where the Maiden's Tear and the Jade Shield came from. But both you and I were talking about it, Joel.
Yeah.
Week.
Should we vote on it?
I mean, the only part of this that makes any real sense to me is the sting's wing has to be the wyvern, right?
Well, there's a wing on the map, and also
Also,
The
a big
wyvern.
snake. Snakes don't have wings usually.
There's the Great Wing, which is southeast.
yeah. Then the wyvern is due north.
All right. So, what is your heading? Where do you want to go?
Now,
I mean, don't-
where the hell I heard
Don't look at me like
the Maiden's
the first.
Tear to shield to the Jade Shield.
So why was Maiden's Tear what you guys were fixating on last
I
time?
don't
Was that-
remember. That's the issue.
All right. I mean, at least we're on the same page, I guess.
I mean, your clue was to find the gleaming one. The eye must look past sorrow to the shape and hue of leaf.
Those were the words.
Yeah. For the other one, it looks like it's the Sting's wing is definitely the wyvern. Waits within the unseen one's deadly kiss. That has to be the rogue's blade, right?
Okay,
kiss.
Right next to it.
I can see that.
Well, unseen one.
The unseen one's deadly.
That's got to
kiss.
be a rogue, right?
Or it could be a snake.
Is it Merak right there at the very point of the blade? Because it's close to the wing.
Yeah. And then from there, you must travel to where the dead one waits.
Yeah.
So I think that's our heading first, is we need to head to somewhere past the wing on the rogue's blade. Or somewhere around in that area. But basically straight north, I guess. For lack of a better. Because there's not really a north on here, but you know what I mean.
So it sounds like the two options are head due north towards that point of the blade, or we do a roundabout option through the tier shield and then through the rogue's blade. There's no telling
I think
how long it'll take.
that's. I think that's two. It's different
planet?
steps.
So we don't really even have an order at this point in terms of what goes
Yeah.
first.
Well, I mean, from what we've got posted, it says first you must seek out such a thing. So first you have to find a thing,
Hmm.
then we have to bathe
So
it in...
okay, yeah. So what you have is, what it told you was that the dead world passed by the gleaming one, and it can guide you to where it now lays. The gleaming one. In order to find the gleaming one, the eye must look past sorrow to the shape and hue of leaf. And he said, what is dead may be revived. A dying flame can be reinvigorated with a spark, a semblance of what it once was. So shall your dying rock be revived with a piece of what it once was. First, you must seek out such a thing. Then you must bathe it in the raw power of magic. Gathered in a great font is the magic you need. Past the sting's wings, It waits within the Unseen One's deadly kiss. With this in hand, you must travel to where the dead one once waits. Where the dead one waits, return the spark to the dead one's heart, or life shall never come again.
So it sounds like Simon's right for the first step.
Matt, can you throw that body of text in Discord or in StreamYard so I can add it to my notes?
Because it seems we got the second part of it, but not the first part.
Mm-hmm.
So, from what it sounds like to me is first we gotta find the thing, then we gotta do a thing with it, and then we gotta do something else with it. And then we'll be done. That makes sense to everybody else?
Yeah, I'm down.
Vaguely and notionally, yes.
Okay.
But it's that first step I'm looking for. What is this rock or thing we're supposed to be then bathing in the font of raw power or magic?
Do you think it would like be obvious when we saw it, or
I mean, we're talking about the entire Astral Sea. There's a whole lot of there.
Hmm.
There's also that thing of spark and rebirth that also makes me think of the Phoenix, which is another constellation out here.
on the other side?
Yeah. But like I said, I think we've got 3 stops to make.
Let's check out the blade first. What do you think?
I mean, I feel like for sure we know 2 of the spots that we need to go, and that's somewhere on the Rogue's Blade and somewhere in the Jade Shield.
Yep, those make sense.
Works for me.
All right.
Is there any other interpretation for Unseen One's deadly kiss?
From what I'm seeing of the constellations, no.
The
Other
trickster,
than maybe the Great Snake, yeah.
Yeah, I could see the snake.
But it's just because it's past the Sting's wing,
Mm-hmm.
and there's nothing else really that I'm seeing that I would think is Sting,
Yeah.
other than the Wyvern.
Hmm.
And the Rogue's Blade is closer to it, especially to its wing, if you kind of look at it like that. But
Okay. So Rogue's Blade first.
fine with me.
Yep.
And then we just got to think it real hard.
So you're going to the Rogue's Blade?
Yes, yes, we are.
Okay. So now the clue should be in the Twitch chat for you.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, so first things first then. What we do need is a sailing check, or you can do your navigator's check to draw.
Okay. Starting off hot with an 8.
Okay.
Not again.
All right. In that case, we're doing something a little different. Yay.
I'm just gonna be lost out here for a while.
It's been
Give me a
35
D6 to draw.
years.
Oof.
A D6. 5.
So, as you move the ship, Um, time continues to go by. This large, large world. And you're looking, it seems as though things are off. You feel like you may have lost your position. You see 3 prismatic, colorful whales moving through and in and out the rainbow streams of light. Just close to your boat. And you realize you're about to run into them. So, Mel at the helm, I believe.
Yeah, can I steer this thing, or how does that work? Like,
Yeah, it's
if I spin the rudder, what happens? Okay, all right. Is there a non-collision path we could choose from this point?
You can make a check here. So the way this essentially works is the best thing to think about this is the brain is your intelligence and intent provide the wind.
Okay.
And then the actual steering mechanisms get you where you want to go. Like as far as like still do directional types of deals.
So I will attempt some evasive maneuvers of some kind.
Okay.
Having never sailed a skyboat before.
Yeah, the good thing is Nomad, even if you tip this, the gravity still works because it's relative to the plane.
So at least we can't roll it.
Yeah. Or you can roll it to great effectiveness.
We can't capsize and fall off.
But go ahead and this is going to be a sailing check.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead and for you, I guess, make a intelligence. Well, no, it'll just be a dexterity check. How quickly?
I have vehicle proficiency sailing, if that's what you
Oh, so yeah, so go that one. We'll do that dex based.
Cool. That's a 28.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Good save.
You avoid them, and just enough to kind of like make the ship go underneath, and you see their beautiful display.
First time I've had a ship under whales.
Please. I just really don't want to get splooged on right now.
Oh god.
Does that happen?
See the great majesty. And this gives the party, each of you have advantage on your next skill check.
Oh,
From
thank you.
just observing this amazing thing. So. Now, the way these navigation checks work, every time you have to make one, the DC takes into account how many times you've gotten yourself lost. The more times you've gotten yourself lost, the harder it is to continue to navigate.
Fantastic.
So you've gotten lost once thus far.
Does that include to get back to places that you know intimately?
Yes, because you're still navigating something without landmarks for the most part.
Got it.
So go ahead and make your roll here.
Ooh, better. 21.
21. Very good. So
what ability does navigation use?
Intellect.
Oh.
Mhm.
It's like, how do you only have a +3?
Mhm.
I was like, our
Trust
proficiency
me.
is 4.
I know.
Okay, timeout. From now on, when you're navigating, put on my headband. So while we're navigating, I'm going to give you my headband of intellect, and then when I need it for crafting stuff or designing, I'll take it back.
Oh, that's so much work.
I'd rather not get lost in the Astral Sea while trying to, Kaya's kind of like in stasis, but eventually the world will grow if we don't get her to that dead world.
Fine.
Okay.
You just have to take off this helmet.
You wouldn't know where to go with it anyways.
Yet?
What is the like speed at which we travel when we do get sufficient navigators checks? Like how does like because last time we kinda just,
Unbelievably
like,
fast.
Yeah. That's what you said last time, so I didn't know if it was like
Ludicrous
a couple hours.
speed.
Ludicrous
like-
speed.
Ooh, get
I,
out the
I
way.
believe it's so for now until the official Astral Sea rules come out
Yeah.
for 5e, it's roughly 10,000 miles an hour.
Okay.
Wow.
We're traveling super quick.
Thank God that our atmosphere and Sanding's blessing doesn't just rip us to allows us that we don't just get ripped to shreds.
Well, it's not friction. You know,
Yeah.
so anyway, it's quite quick.
But one speck of space dust and if it goes to the wrong part, you're still dead.
Fantasy world.
Space magic.
You pass by the constellation, you're marking it as the Jade Shield. As you don't see anything of interest, you take that to go towards the Rogue's Blade. So for this, actually, this is going to require 3 more stay the course checks.
So roll them in tandem.
Yeah, so you can, well, just roll the first one, and then second. If you succeed, go to the second. If you succeed, go to the third. Well, actually, do for one, then we'll talk.
So another 21.
21. So you begin, and you realize you're on the course, but there are sparks of energy and debris that are flying through the air here. The debris is not physical, it's energy debris, as though something is disrupted. And it's piercing its way through Gaius, through the ship, and through all of you.
I literally foreshadowed this. Did he have time to attune? Like, was it an hour of travel?
Did you say you were to? I missed if you
I-
were going to attune to it.
I can this next time. I mean, I rolled an 18 on the die. I don't know how much better I can do.
Okay.
Because he said,
So-
"Oh, I have to take the helmet. I have to unattune to the helmet." Then,
Okay.
so that I thought his intent was to then
Wow.
attune to it. So, are you attuning for the next one then?
Yeah. Can I put it like over the helmet, and will that work? So I don't actually have to take
No.
the helmet off.
No.
Okay.
What's wrong
Okay.
with you?
Okay.
I like it.
So I need everyone to make an intelligence saving throw.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my inspiration for that.
Ooh, 11.
And by the way, that is not a skill check, right? That's just a saving throw.
That is
You
a
can't
saving
use that
throw.
free advantage. Okay.
You do have inspiration that you can use, but
Well, yeah, if you had inspiration or if you need the one that's in chat, you can take that.
I already
21.
rolled. I already rolled when before I said that. So before we said that, so it's just gonna be a straight roll for me. It's not great. But
No, that thing doesn't apply. Remember, physical stuff.
Yeah.
we'll be fine.
We'll see.
Unless it's a,
You're
like
all
everybody.
feeble-minded. We're sitting in space for a month.
And that was with a 21 skill check.
I literally gave you the headband.
It was still a 21.
so I'll just say you feel like this is more. You're traveling the right course. This is just what the right course looks like.
Yikes.
Oh, by the way, I got a 5 on mine.
Oh no! This meteor, this asteroid belt is in the correct direction. We just
Yeah.
went through the meteor, the asteroid belt.
Exactly. So
Because that would have been what? If you'd had it on, it would have been 25, right? Because it would have been +8. instead of
What?
+3.
Why would it be +8?
Okay.
Because you're proficient, and then it sets your intelligence to 19, so a +4.
Okay. So
Mal, if you have Indomitable available, there's always that.
Is it
if
worth
you're
blowing
worried.
now? Probably.
all right.
Yeah,
So
let's do that.
Okay. So Jajal, what'd you get on your save?
11.
11. Caldrum.
21.
Okay. Simon 5. Okay.
Yeah, the barbarian, big brain.
Just to be clear, the 11's a fail, right?
Well, because Indomitable says when you fail, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
11's
I have
a
to
fail.
fail. Yeah, I have
Yes.
to. All right,
11's
I'll
a
burn
fail.
the Indomitable then. One more and save. Okay, that's much better. 19.
19. Okay.
Hey.
Excellent. And then Jajal and Simon, then each give me a d20 roll, please.
Uh-oh.
13.
Okay.
18.
18. Okay. These winds tear through you. And okay, Jajal. They assault your mind as you begin screaming and holding your head in pain. And you will take 28 psychic damage.
28?
Oh.
Yes.
Ugh. Yikes. Ouch.
Hey, Ryan, it's a good thing you got that ring on.
Yeah. Assuming I get the same thing, but I got a feeling because we had to roll d20s,
Oh, true.
it might not be the same
Okay.
thing.
Ryan or Simon, now please give me a D100.
Oh,
Oh,
What is
Jesus.
Turtle.
67.
Oh, two off.
Yeah.
happening?
It's almost nice. Almost. Not quite.
Okay. You, as you're getting through the storm, your
Good Mustang here.
your hands are tremoring. You have disadvantage on attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws that involve strength or dexterity.
Oof.
Ouch.
Oh, so not like, my whole thing then. That's
Where's Tholo when you need her?
at least I've got it. I have or can give myself advantage on a lot of those things, so it's just gonna be a lot of flat rolls for me, but
Just because I know we know what's going on. Oh yeah, this actually roll a d10 real quick.
Oh, wait, there's more.
why do you can I stop rolling dice now?
Billy
please?
Mays here with another fantastic product.
4.
Okay, so there we go. That's what you have. And this is going to last for 40 hours.
Oh,
4D?
40,
Oh, boy.
40 hours.
oh,
Yikes.
This is a long-term madness.
oh, yeah, that's great. That's great. So like
Oh,
the
yeah.
next 2 days.
So if anyone's interested, this is straight out of the Dungeon Master's Guide. This entire
Yes.
these are the winds of the astral plane.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's great. Oh, great.
Why can't
was
they be
waiting-
nice things?
I was waiting for go ahead and roll 4d6. Okay, do it again. Do it again.
All right. So, Jajal, I need another check to stay the course.
Okay, this time I put on the headband.
I'll let you do that while you're doing it. That's fine.
Thank you. And I realized, what the hell have you guys been letting me do this entire time? Putting myself in danger. To make a laughing stock for your entertainment. I'm not happy about this, but we need to get through this for the sake of Kea. We're having a conversation later. Thank you for the headband.
Because it goes from what, like an 8?
8 to like a 14.
8 to 19.
Yeah. Yeah. Some realization sets in real quick.
He's Vera.
So that's a 19.
A 19 on the check. Okay. This course is through more of these winds.
Oh no.
Need
God, son of a...
to all make intelligence saving throws.
I'm better at those now.
I'm gonna grab an inspiration and use it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use my inspiration. Not that it will freaking help because it's just a flat roll.
Yeah, there's one more in that pool, right? Yeah. Let me steal one too.
Okay. It's 18.
19.
22.
18, 19, 22. And we need the last one.
20.
20. Okay.
Almost a flush. Or a full house. Or straight? I don't know.
Poker, how does it work?
Okay. So I'm good there. Okay, and go ahead. See, Caldrum roll a d6, and Mal, please roll a d6.
God damn.
I got a 4.
We both got 4.
Okay.
It's either good or bad.
Correct.
As you're navigating through here, you come to an odd eye of this psychic storm that seems to be blowing through the area you're attempting to travel. You see a large vessel.
Define large. Like twice as big as us?
I would say this vessel seems to be about 10 times the size of the ship.
Jesus H.
It seems that as it's moving, the tempest storms come from it.
It's generating the storms?
Yeah.
Can we maybe avoid possibly this big scary ship?
Well, you can, but then you'd be back into the storm if you want. But breaking through the storms in the region, you set sights upon this titanic sailing ship. Enchanted runes are inscribed along the ship's deep blue hull. Its sails appear to be made from gray storm clouds that flicker with lightning. You see a galley crew of water elementals that operate the ever-sweeping oars. At the rear is a giant rudder guiding it with a steady hand. Is a giant of Titan-like height. He shifts his gaze to your vessel with blue-purple eyes. More sailors courting the storm, he says, his melancholy voice bellowing through the Astral Sea. Take care, lest Skur take notice.
Skur? What's the skur?
Skur? The goddess. The one who made these.
Made this the Astral Sea?
Storms.
Oh, the storms. Right.
Are they a benevolent god?
But the Battens, my job is to take the ship and deliver the storms where she sees fit.
Is there a way to mitigate the effects of the storm, if you're willing to part with that knowledge?
No. I serve Skur's will.
In that case, what direction are you headed?
Prefer it to be random.
Can't argue with that.
Can she produce anything else besides the storms?
Dead sailors, probably.
You say the only thing that I could change is if you were to. There is one that seeks the destruction of Skur's ship. You take them out of the picture. I could take a rest and the storms would go away for a time.
Do you know why they want to destroy it?
I don't care. But no, I don't.
It might help us to find them.
Just for the record, Jajal, anything that poses a threat to a ship like that would probably pose a threat to a ship like us. What is this thing that hunts you?
It's the dragon.
It's always a dragon, isn't it?
A large one. Astro and Silva. It was injured once. As long as it threatens, this I must do.
Are you aware of a way we can locate it? And what proof you require?
I'll know if it's dead. I can feel its life ever since him and I were in contact. But you find the astral dragon, you slay it. And I can take a break from the storms.
Sounds like an easy job, yeah. If we happen to come across it, yeah, well, definitely.
It would make shorter work if we knew where to find it. Thus, you can get to a break much sooner.
Kind of goes, I believe Star would seek some place to rest that symbolized protection, defense.
The Jade Shield, perhaps.
That would make sense.
Could be. It's up to you. Or you could brave more of the storms ahead.
Will we be facing more of the storm heading towards that direction?
It seems that the area of storm seems to be between here and the dagger.
Well, shipmates, I think that's our next destination. What say
Yeah.
you?
Divert to the shield or push through?
I'm leaning more towards the shield currently, with what I've got in mind.
Well, Bengals did only say not to wantonly kill on Exandria. She said nothing of the Astral Sea,
That's fair.
though I don't think she'll take kindly to me using verbiage against her.
A loophole.
I mean, what's life without a few juicy loopholes, right? So we're
Simon,
changing.
any feedback?
You look over and Simon's just shaking.
Oh.
No.
Can I insight this giant
Mm-hmm.
to see, like, and I'm trying to garner, like, what the actual relationship is between them and the dragon. Like, if it's actually, like, a hostile thing, or if there's just, like, a feud that they're having.
Okay.
Oh, wait, this is a skill check. This is the first one, so I would have advantage. That's not much better. 12.
12. Okay. No, you're not sure. Don't get any sense here.
What was your name? If you were willing to part with it.
Me. Ikea.
We are the Wild Bloom. My name is Keldrum. This is my Captain Mal, our first mate Jajal, and our newest member Simon. Perhaps we see you again after. What did you say this dragon's name was?
Star.
And I just looked to Mal and Jajal.
So, Jachal, what convinces you we should change direction? Why suddenly towards the shield and not the rogue's blade?
I'd prefer to speak with that amongst just the crew when we have a chance. I would just
Sure.
like for you to trust me.
Absolutely.
All right. So as you pull away, you can have your conversation before you make a direct course.
So here's what I'm thinking. Whatever this proclaimed goddess is doing is conceivably wreaking havoc on any who pass through here. We've all felt the effects, and none of it being pleasant. I understand where Bingles is coming from, not wantonly killing. Therefore, I would like to approach this dragon with the intent of a truce and a mutual goal of destroying the vessel, thus ending the storms for us and all.
I don't think that's how that'll work for Skur. They'll still want their storms spread. He just said he could rest for a time because he wasn't being chased.
Well, how do you think the storm is being produced? The goddess must be on board.
I don't think that that's necessarily true. Sahanine's not still with us, but her blessings still continue.
Yeah, I mean, there are, what are they called? Like champions of gods or something that are like not the god, but like sort of like they're like local guy, maybe. It could be
Well-
that. I mean, I don't necessarily guarantee God's on that ship either.
At the very least, we could find out why the dragon wanted to attack Skur anyway.
And the dragon might be the good guy. We have no idea.
Nah, it's worth a conversation. And the third option after all that is, after the conversation's had, we can still just continue through the storm without conflict from either one, hopefully. But I'm open to discussion.
I mean, Astral Dragon seemed like a pretty easy kill, right?
I love the sarcasm.
It's not quite dripping, but it's getting there.
It's quite impregnated.
Can't be
I'm just
worse.
saying.
Can't be worse than a betrayer god's well, yeah?
Yeah, that's a fair point. I also don't want to go up against the ship 10 times our size.
Yeah, I haven't quite been able to upgrade the cannons to deal with that.
That would just be this massive, ridiculous cannon. Can you imagine having a cannon the size of a ship, like big enough to like point at like whole planets and like vaporize them or something? It'd be crazy.
No,
With just a singular exhaust port in the back?
I think it
Right.
would require magics where the ammunition is fit to our cannons, but with a dispelling ring at the end of it, so that way it enlarges but maintains its momentum as it leaves the ship.
I saw
I mean,
that.
for a cannon that big, you almost need like a moon-sized ship or something.
That's Snow Moon.
So where to?
Tonk, did you get caught up to all this to have a say yet?
I mean, a bit of it.
Diverting to talk to the dragon to try to form a truce, or continue on to the Rogue's Blade to try to find what we're looking for. But if we continue on to the Rogue's Blade, there's more astral winds. Simon currently has long-term madness.
Long term, like tens of hours, not like forever.
Yeah, 40
Like,
hours.
it's really
Not
ridiculous.
indefinite madness,
Yeah.
just long-term.
The next couple of days, I've got disadvantage on strength and dexterity stuff.
Just all of it.
including attacks.
Yes. Yes.
All the dexterity. All the strength and dexterity stuff.
While we're pondering, I wanted to bring out like a small cot or a hammock and lay him down, and hand Simon a vial, and tell them that, listen, if you want to kind of sleep some of this off and take a break, just pop that open and take a whiff.
What
You just give him chloroform?
Well, it's essence of ether, but yes, essentially.
Wow.
It doesn't do any damage, but it'll put him to sleep. It's not much, but it's all I got. I'm no healer.
Welcome to
Not
Jajjal's
right
Apothecary.
now, but he will definitely take that. 'Cause
Yeah. And we can wake you up. It's not like permanent for 8 hours, but it'll, if you're undisturbed, you could rest. Wow, well, everyone's taking this so much in a direction that I wasn't intending it. It's trying to be nice.
Out of character, it doesn't look great. In character, Simon thanks you.
I pulled the bed out in front of everybody so you could like lay down.
Well, I
and,
mean,
like,
I'm still, instead of me, standing there shaking, I'm laying down shaking.
and then you would be asleep though. You wouldn't have to like suffer through it. You could just sleep it off, and then if something happens, we could just wake you up because you'll be right there on the deck. Everyone's around you.
Assuming I don't shake myself off with the cot.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not a healer. I was just giving you an option.
So it sounds like we're probably off in the direction of the shield then.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, so you were here. We need to get to the Jade Shield. In that case, there's going to be 4 stay the course checks.
Oh boy.
It's going to be a total of 7 checks to get to the
And-
Jade Shield.
If we just stayed on the trip to the Rogue's Blade, how many would it be?
You're nearly there. You
I
probably have to
think
do
it
one
was
more
one. I think we were like
Yeah.
one away.
So we
So should we?
we could just pop in the Rogue's Blade and look around, right?
We don't want to divert too much time away from finding the world.
Yeah, I mean, you were definitely one region away from the Rogue's Blade, and you're 7 regions from the Jade Star currently.
I mean, knowing that, I don't know
Jade
if I would
Shield, rather.
have. I thought we already had like a lot more to go through.
I think we suffer the storm, and then maybe from the Rogue's Blade we can check out the shield if what we find leads us in that direction.
Yeah, I agree. So then I guess we press on towards the tip of the blade.
All right, give me another check then.
Burning inspiration for this one, just in case. 20.
20. You pass the check.
Oh, thank goodness.
However, you're still in the psychic storm, so I need everyone to make an intelligence saving throw.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my inspiration again.
16.
Fuck me.
Oofta.
Yeah, that was trash.
Yeah, 14.
19.
I got a 15.
Okay. So, in that case, check all my stuff. Right. Yep. So you got a 15, Cal. So then I think it's
I had
DC was
14.
14. Is Simon got 15?
Yep.
Okay, so then this is Mal and Caldrum.
Yep.
Alright. Okay. So then each of you roll a d20, please.
Yay.
12.
$16.
Okay.
Well, at least neither of you rolled an 18 like I did. 'Cause that's the bad thing. Followed by a
Hey.
67 and a 4.
Okay, so let's see here. In that case, as the psychic energy rips through you, Cal, you will take 9 psychic. And Mal, the winds will inflict 22 psychic on you.
Sweet.
See, why couldn't I've just gotten damage, man.
You got that extra special love.
Yeah. Alright. So we'll get to the Rogue's Blade. So. In the middle of otherwise empty astral void is a large chunk of astral stone. A large pool of translucent ethereal force swirls near the heart of the stone, strange light glimmering on the surface. As you draw closer, you can see a humanoid figure that appears to be wrestling with herself on the brink of the pool. even as devils crawl from its depths.
Are we close enough to yell out?
Yeah, okay, if you want.
Are you okay?
The figure looks up, and at first you don't recognize them. But then you realize the last time you saw them, they had a thick mask covering their face. And you recognize pale elven skin, dark hair, haggard appearance, torn clothes of Ibsena Creef.
The Curse Eater?
Yes.
But the Curse Eater was the thing that possessed her, right? Or was she, or
She
was
was
that
the
title
Curse
hers?
Eater, I think. And then he was just the one that, like, I forget.
Because I know Xanathriac was the demon. My notes show I have Ibsena's / Xanathriac, human / demon, the Curse Eater. So I don't know which.
Xanathriac was the demon.
Okay.
So she looks at you, she yells, "Please! I cannot stop myself for long! The amulet!"
Where's the amulet?
And she points, and it seems to be in the center of this large pool that you recognize as flowing like liquid residuum.
Would I be able to tell if it's dangerous or not?
It's dangerous.
Tonk, we should bottle that, no?
Would you care though? Would y'all care if it was?
I mean, my intelligence is
Did
19
y'all at
now.
19 intelligence, Mike?
Okay, so yeah, okay. Fair
Yeah.
enough. Fair enough.
This is a whole new cat.
Do I have anything to grab that?
You've got a whip with 5 heads.
And we got a bunch of rope.
Yeah. So she points to the amulet is on herself.
Oh,
She's in
okay.
this deal. She points to it. The ship here, basically, you're gonna have to get onto this thing. You're gonna have to engage into this if you want to get it.
Was the eating of curses her ability or her ability while Xanathriac possessed her?
Her ability.
Okay.
I guess what I would do is kind of communicate to Gaius to wrap the vine around me, and unless anybody else has a better idea, and I would try to like lower down and maybe let down a rope, I suppose. Well, so she needs us to interact with the medallion.
She just says, "I need help." So you see around her currently you see 3 different creatures. One with large spines coming out of their neck, another one with a beard that's dripping poison, yet another with large barbs all over their body as they're making their way towards her.
She needs help, no? Let us help her.
Yeah, as I'm being leaned down, my intent is to let down a rope. but with the one that I see with the barbs, if they haven't taken any actions yet, would I technically have advantage on a range attack against them?
I think it's time we entered initiative, so give me 1 second.
Fuck! Somebody call Rasmuth. He's got the quarterstaff. He's got the fishing rod.
That's
Look, I'm
right.
as soon as I give it up, as soon.
Oh, speaking of, I need to code that into his stuff.
What?
Okay.
Oof.
That was. I think they were like possessed when they were a problem with us, right?
Yeah. All right.
Hey
you can
Cal,
roll for
can I get a
initiative.
reroll?
Oh, initiative. Right.
Oh, right, initiative.
I'm gonna need that reroll, Cal.
If you can, hold on. I made a boo-boo.
Hmm?
I'm in the wrong campaign.
Everybody else is good.
I'll have to call it out. I accidentally in the wrong campaign
what-
for some reason. What?
Like, she made a deal with the devil / demon that she was possessed by, but like,
And now she appears to be being attacked by a number of devils.
but like,
Short honeymoon? I don't know.
it wasn't like her whole shtick was caused by the devil she made a deal with, right? Like, she's still the curse eater. There's still problems there.
Yeah, but we're in a whole nother plane of existence. Like, she could be this plane's problem once we go back home. But if we can help, why not? I mean, we technically got vengeance, right? We
I mean,
killed her. Double jeopardy, can't be judged twice.
I don't know.
What do you like? What are you thinking?
I'm just not sure why we're putting in the effort is all.
I don't know. Without the demon, do you think they would have been a bad person?
So the way these things are, it looks like they're protecting her.
Oh, what?
So she's
You
not
get-
in danger.
You get the sense she said she couldn't stop herself. You get the sense that whatever she's interacting in is forcing her to do something, and these creatures are climbing out of this portal.
Oh, she's like being used as a vessel?
That's what it seems.
Hmm. Well, we should probably close bad portals, right?
Do you know how to do that? Are you some kind of like bad portal plumber or something?
No, but I know how to attack things that are
A
coming.
planner portal plumber.
There we go. Now we're talking.
Just have Thola
Alright.
stick her sword in it. That'll
Can-
help, right?
That can't go wrong, right?
Can the ship
All right.
fly in 3 dimensions?
Yes.
Yes.
Though all the things here you have to remember do have a gravity field when you get too close to land masses. That you get pulled into their relative gravity.
So we would technically be like hauled towards the mass. Yeah.
Right.
Keel, rather.
So like you can get close, but as soon as you get around it, you're going to be to the side of it and not able to get above it.
No, I
by
just-
any means.
I'm just
So real quick, initiative Mal.
Oh, finally making me roll. That's gonna be sweet 15.
Do you want to reroll?
It's below the average, so yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Anyone who
I
hasn't
would like-
rolled, go ahead.
And worse 13.
Okay, I'm gonna take the reroll because I literally cannot roll worse
Literally.
than the first one. I can roll the exact same though. That's great.
Alright,
That's 2 natural ones, chat. 2 natural ones on this.
You know what? It makes
Back to
sense. It was
back.
supposed to be at disadvantage because.
Dude,
Well, I
it's
have
turn.
advantage otherwise,
Oh,
Oh yeah.
so it was a
Time.
flat roll. Like I said, most of the stuff is just going to be flat rolls for me because I've got advantage on pretty much. I think other than strength saving throws and my And
You do while raging.
Talk.
well,
What?
yeah.
20.
Okay, Jajal
24.
and Calvin.
Also 24.
Okay. Good. All right. So, like seeing you, what would you like to do?
Do we do rollies to figure out who goes first?
You can go first if you want.
At this point, I'll look at the one that had the brambles coming off of it, and how far away would you say that is?
So this would be there's barbs and such. From what you see, I'd say it's probably gonna. If you get to the edge of the ship, which you definitely can, a good 30 feet.
30 feet. Okay. Then what I would do is hold out my hand, focus my energy, and I'm going to blast it with an Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
And that would be with advantage. It hasn't taken its turn yet.
Yeah.
Cool. First one's a 15.
15 will hit.
Okay, so that's going to be 11 damage. And it's just the first one that's advantaged, right?
I think it's for the turn. I'll double check.
Since your Eldritch Blasting would be all of them because it's the same attack
Oh, okay.
spell.
Thank you. That's 23 to hit.
That hits.
It's going to be 13 damage.
All right.
And then the third one is 25 to hit
That hits.
for 5 damage. So 11, 13, and 5.
Excellent. Hits it. Burns on its sides. It looks irritated.
Whew! That was nice. First time I got to use that.
Very nice.
And I think with like movement and stuff like that, my intention was still to get down and try to see if I can offer them rope or something. At least make headway towards that direction.
Well, you're to the side now as you went there. Yeah, so you kind of come down. You walk onto the deal.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay. In that case, Caljum.
It's just the one on the outside of the pool, right?
There's 3 around.
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay, yeah, so they're too far apart for what I was going to do. And I haven't made that. Okay, so there's no grappling her, so that's what I was looking for. I will just Soul Forge a sharpshooter, the one that Jajal shot.
Okay.
18
18 hits.
for 30 damage.
Nice.
No normal effect. Normal bullet penetration.
Oh yeah, this was the normal, so looks like it's resistant.
Okay, so quick swap, because I know what it's supposed to look like. To Ebermet's pistol. I'll burn one. Why not? For advantage, Deadeye. Uh, 21. That's 21 magical piercing and 3 fire.
All right, the fire has no effect.
Okay. Once more, sharpshooter. Natural 20.
Nice.
regain that grit. It's going to be these plus another 2d10 because of the gun's ability and Piercer. I'm going to reroll one of those for Piercer effect. So that's going to be 25 and 11, so 36 damage.
Nice.
Magical piercing.
Okay. So, there's 2 large holes in it. Actually, 3 from because of the Jaws blast all went into the same one. And you can see whatever fiendish ichor starting to like drip and make it still able to operate and function.
Okay, it's still up. I don't like that. I'll action surge.
Okay.
You get 3 attacks now, don't you?
Yeah, that was 3.
Oh, okay.
I'll burn grit again. That's another natural 20.
Oh man.
Hey.
So 35 more damage.
All right. How do you want to kill it?
I guess just finish the hole in its chest so like its spine gets separated.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
there's just like a full hole in the center of its chest.
Yeah, basically you carve out a line with it. It's missing its entire midsection and falls over.
I guess move on to the red guy, unless that was the red guy that we had hit. I don't remember who Joel initially targeted.
The one with the roots and
Okay, so
brambles and stuff.
I'll go for the red guy now.
Go for the
with my
red
last
guy.
2
There you
hits.
go.
I'll burn grit. $17.
17 hits.
22 piercing. And final one. Holy shit, natural 20.
Again?
Hey.
It's on the logs. You can read it yourself.
Hmm.
All right, roll it.
Oh,
Wild.
Christ. That's so much worse. 24 piercing.
Okay.
Ooh.
Why is it never with Soul Forger? I can have so many dice rolls. Yeah, that's my turn.
All right.
Actually, I will. If they can't see me, I'm gonna drop prone, so that way I have total cover from them if I can.
Okay,
Just
yeah.
Using the railing.
Absolutely. All right. They stagger back, horribly hurt. Tunk.
I am going to walk towards Thola's room while imagining very hard the kestrel with its nose pointed directly down at the portal.
Ooh.
Okay. All right.
Tonk uses hyper beam.
So it can point towards the portal. It's not gonna be able to point necessarily down because it's still on a relative gravity plane. But yeah. Okay. So it's a. Actually, you can definitely use your action to move the ship in that direction. Is that what you want?
Okay. This is why I was asking, like, can the ship move in 3 dimensions? Like, this was sort of.
So what I was trying to say is it can in situations where there's a large enough landmass like this, it's kind of not able to do so due to a relative gravity plane that's established.
We do know that the flower though can point up to like.
Yeah, the flower can move and
So
point in
you
a
should
large degree.
you should be able to direct it
So
where
if
you're
you
trying to
turn,
get it to
if that's
go.
what you're trying to do.
Okay. I didn't realize this was that sizable of a landmass. Maybe I just missed that. But, yeah. So as close as I can get to the nose pointing through the portal, and then moving into Thola's room.
Okay.
I just hope we don't have to use that for a dragon later.
Okay, very good. Man, oh man. Okay. Yeah, they're gonna go ahead and see here. Yep. The red one, the large, like it's almost like it's like tendrils coming off its beard as it moves to a defensive position in front of Ipsena. And then take the dodge action. So Mal, it's your turn.
So thus far, we've effectively been taking pot shots at these things on the assumption that it's probably bad, but like, not entirely convinced. I'm gonna go with everybody else and start flinging daggers at this devil, I guess, that's coming a little closer and approaching our boat.
Okay.
All right, first attack of 3.
It's going to be a disadvantage. It's dodging.
Okay, then let me roll again. The weaker of the two is a 21 to hit.
That hits.
I'm going to reroll Piercer on this guy. So first damage is 12.
All right, how do you want to kill it?
That was easy. Dagger straight through the face.
Yeah, so it falls.
And then range-wise, the other one that's behind her, has it moved at all? Is it assuming a defensive position, or is it just kind of hanging out there?
It hasn't moved yet. I mean, it does. They all have defensive positions.
Okay. Let's take some dagger shots at that guy and see if we can just thin out the number of devils in front of us at this point.
Okay.
So second attack also disadvantage?
No.
No flat? Okay.
Yep.
That's gonna be... Come on, D&D dice. Why are you slow? That didn't do what it was supposed to do. Alright, let me reroll that one because that one's supposed to be advantage. Alright. And that's a nat 20. Sweet.
Nice.
Damage on that one's gonna be 14.
Okay.
And then third attack,
Yeah.
it's going to be 27 for 11 more damage.
All right, and with that, another dagger right in the throat as it falls over dead.
Oh wow!
Slain.
I'm just going to yell down to Absena. So what is this place?
See, there's almost like an internal struggle going on as they're having a hard time talking.
Did you swallow another demon?
She goes, I can't. It's trying to make me open. Trying to make me corrupt the font. She seems to be holding her own arm.
What is this font?
That's the floodgate where magic enters the world.
That sounds super important.
Would I be able to like tie? Oh, are we still in initiative?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, that would be Simon.
Well, I don't know what's going on. I don't know this person. I don't know. He's like, oh, I guess everybody's dead. Okay. I don't know what to do. He's gonna just kind of stand there shaking, holding his axe, looking around, waiting for somebody to tell him to do something. I got nothing.
Okay.
So he is holding his action till somebody tells him to do something, and he's going to try to do it, if possible.
Absolutely. You see another creature similar as to one of the others, barbs all over its body, climb out of the pool and move again defensively to try to prevent anyone from getting to Ibsena. And Kaljum, it's your turn.
Pop back up from prone. Fire at that bearded one. Deadeye, sharpshooter with the pistol. Okay, it's only a 10. Luckily, it's not a misfire because it's a pistol and not Soul Forger.
Nice. So
Fire again with sharpshooter. That's 21 to hit for 23 damage.
Okay.
Final attack. Same thing for 22 damage. And then I will drop back prone. Is someone going to grab her?
Right. Shawl.
I think from this point. Now, before I went down, I had asked Gaius to affix me with like a vine or something, and I want to take my rope and either tie like a slip knot or like a lasso or something, because I don't know if she's gonna be able to articulate her hands. Maybe can I try to see if I can lasso around her waist or something?
Okay. Yeah, I would say make a dex check to throw it around her waist.
Is this
That's
your
gonna
first
be-
check?
Of
Do you still have the advantage from the whales?
no, I use that for the
Okay.
sailing. Thank you for reminding me though. This is a 24.
Dude, Joel's getting ready for the rock. Lassoing things.
What did you get?
24.
24. All right, that wraps around her.
No, because I don't want to just pull like vertically or horizontally and like pull her into the liquid. So I guess at this point, I'm gonna try to wrap up the rope until there's tension, and then ask to be like drug up the boat like upwards.
Okay.
If you bring the rope to me, that could trigger my held action.
I mean, I'm technically affixed to a vine, so if you want to pull the vine,
Yeah, I'll let that go through because you can trigger your action early because it's what you were trying to do. So I'd say with that, you're able to pull between the two of you, and yeah, you get to get Ibsena away. She hits the deck, and she yells, "No! The amulet must be thrown in."
I mean, that's probably the end of my turn at that point anyway.
Yeah. You can see there's a large curse on her. Tonk, it's your turn.
Okay, insight check her.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess on your turn you can.
Oh.
Tonk, it's your turn.
Well, they all ruined my plan.
Aw, it was a good plan.
I'm just gonna wipe them off the face of that rock.
I was gonna like blossom beam that amulet right into the portal and just try and like nuke it closed. The fact that it was still attached to her didn't particularly bother Tonk.
We can tell. We can tell.
Having heard what she said, Tonk would go up and try and get the amulet off of her.
Okay. You see immediately that she is in this state of possession, that she is actively fighting. So you can make a strength or dexterity ability check, because when you try to take the amulet, whatever she's fighting definitely has control of her hands and body to resist.
So, anticipating resistance and having all of the metalworking tools that I do, I would have gone into this like with a set of metal shears to just cut the chain. If that matters in what you want me to roll, like the fact that it's still wrapped around her neck or she's grabbing the chain, I'm cutting the chain off of her.
Then it would be an attack roll. You can make an attack roll on it, and it's hard because it's hard to see her. Seems like there's magic that's preventing you from totally perceiving her, so it'll be a disadvantage.
Am I getting proficiency and dex? Is that?
Yeah, you could make a straight up attack here. So proficiency and dex.
Alright. Well, this is disadvantage, so I didn't crit. But that will still be 21.
Nice. All right. So you're able to successfully grab it from her. Go, crush it. And you see that there seems whatever curse is with it seems to be still on her as she's dealing with it, but you have it.
Cool. Well, that being my action, I don't think you're going to let me throw this thing at the portal as well.
You only get one attack, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, no. All right. The devil on there is going to climb onto the deck of the ship. And since Tonk's right there, we'll attack Tonk. For having that.
Cauldron's right there prone, too.
Yeah, but Tonk's got the amulet. Let's see here. Let me look at this. So AC is 21, right?
22.
22 now? Perfect.
Yes.
Okay. That's what D&D Beyond says. All right, yep, they're all missing. Let's go claw, tail. Yeah. I think it's just how do you deflect all these? Is it movement or is it just like you curl up into a ball?
It is a combination of being short, being agile, and having a shield.
Okay, yeah, so just dodging as this thing's trying to take this from you, is unable to do it. Then Mal, it's your turn.
All right. Devil's on the boat. That's not okay. Let me go ahead and close with the devil that just got onto the boat.
Mhm.
And whip out old sword of warning
Yeah.
and see if I can place a couple of nice holes in this fine fellow.
Not your family sword?
Ugh.
I mean, that's always the last option, right? That's the bonus.
True.
It's
So-
never good to mess with fiends. Go ahead.
All right. First is going to be 17 to hit.
That hits.
4. 13 damage.
All right.
Second attack. 23 is a hit.
Yes.
And that's going to be 12 more damage.
All right.
Third pokey is going to be 19. That's a hit. And then 11 damage.
Okay.
And then with the bonus action, we toss up the family sword.
Yes.
That's going to be a crit for me. That's a 19.
Nice.
So let's see.
Are you damaged at all?
I am not. I mean, yes, I did take some from the astral storms, but not in combat.
No, I know, but doesn't your sword heal you?
Yes, you are correct. Let's see what the damage is. So it's going to be 36 plus 7. Let me just do this the easy way. Uh, 18 damage.
Very good.
And I get half back as a heal, right?
Yep.
Sweet. And that is my turn.
Okay. It looks awful. It has been cut. Still trying to stand. It seems to be focused on the thing in front of it.
Mhm.
Simon.
Okay. I'm gonna run up to the one with my axe and recklessly attack it.
All right.
Because there's only the one, I'm not gonna bother with the rage or focus. But reckless attack, so it's just a flat roll. For a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. 5 lightning and 14 slashing. And second one.
Okay, that kills it.
Okay then.
With that, you electrify it, and it just dissolves into black ichor.
And did it look like Tonk was going to try and throw the amulet into the thing?
Tom.
I mean, I was probably headed towards the edge of the boat with the thing. I mean, I didn't get a chance to actually try and throw it, but
Okay, then, because I've still got a second attack, can I run over, grab it from him, and try to throw it myself?
Let's say, is Chomp good with that? Or
yeah, sure.
okay, cool.
So I run over, I grab it from him, and I run back to the edge of the boat, and I just hurl it straight
right.
down in there.
Are you raging?
No, I am not.
So that's athletics with disadvantage.
Okay. A total of a 10.
Okay.
I have a +9, so it's a natural 1.
I will flash of genius in case that helps. So that's a 14.
Okay. What was the natural one?
Yes, it was a natural 1.
Okay. So you throw it. Yeah, I would say it hits against a. I'll say this. You go to throw it, and Tonk, you immediately see that they're about to throw it like at an angle as such as it's going into a hand that is coming out of the portal. And in an instant, you just kind of buck it up, maybe with your fish or your shield, and the trajectory changes and it hits the portal itself, and this kind of red energy that's been around it clears, Ipsana breathes. Ah! And nothing else seems to be coming through. Thank you.
So you mind explaining what all this was about?
Surprised to see me alive?
Yeah.
I'm Simon. by
That
the
didn't
way.
answer the question.
What it's about is I've been trying to destroy cursed objects.
By eating them?
This one, I was trying to get into the pool before the magic supercharged the curse so much that I couldn't resist it anymore.
Simon, this is our old buddy, the Curse Eater. For all that means.
But yes, I still eat curses to unlock the arcane energy. It's still a valuable way to do magic.
And how did you get wrapped up with all the devilly thingies?
It's part of the curse of the amulet.
You just constantly get bodyguards from lower planes.
It's... No, it makes you an extension of the will of a fiend.
Sounds about par.
It's called the Amulet of the Inexorable Pact.
Any other pacts you're carrying right now? Any connections you wanna let us in on? Is there gonna be like some massive thing that creeps out of the darkness over there 5 minutes from now?
Not for me. Oh, since I regained my life from fighting all of you, I've been trying to rid the world of evil items.
And how exactly did you get in this particular pickle? You went looking for this item or what?
Yes, I found it, and the only way to destroy it was in pure magic, like the pool.
So wait, this is a pool of pure magic?
Yeah, the floodgate.
Well, hang on, Tonk. I'm super slow. Weren't we supposed to find like the piece of the dead rock and then bring it to the pool of magic and then do something else with it?
Let me consult my notes.
Ah, the Oracle of Paper.
Yep. So this, out of character, Simon might not have connected this earlier, by the way. It was Ryan. First, we needed to find the thing, which we didn't do. Then we were supposed to take it here. I just said earlier that we know there's 2 places we need to go. One of them is the blade, the other is the leaf shield thing.
Mm-hmm.
Which also now happens to be where we believe an astral dragon is.
Yes, and then there were essentially 3 locations we needed to go to, and we knew 2 of them, but we didn't know what the third one was. If how I read through the thing is correct.
I mean, we need to go find the dead planet, right? That's sort of the third one. So, Absena, just out of curiosity, and I'm assuming you've been here probably longer than we have. Know anything about like big scary astral dragons around here?
I once saw one by the Jade Shield.
Okay. What did it look like, and how big are we talking?
Big. Maybe. I saw it flee there from close to here, actually. As I was searching, coming here from the amulet, I would say when it spread its wings to fly on the psychic winds maybe 30, 40-foot wingspan.
Okay. So like dragon, not like oh my god, crazy dragon.
Maybe an adult.
Okay. Any
How
idea
do
what
you-
it was running from?
I don't.
How do you feel about that one ship that's amassing all those storms? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh.
I'm not seeing that. There's a world that I found this on. Didn't come from that world, but it found its way on. They call it Theros. I found it there, and I came this direction from there. Didn't pass by any storms.
Are you okay on your own?
I can be if you wish me off. I'm exhausted. I could do with some rest, but you've shown me kindness and to not be another vessel of evil, so I understand if I must go.
So that sort of begs the question: how did you get here if you didn't have a vessel?
You don't need a vessel if you have appropriate intelligence and access to magic.
So it's not like you just held your breath and swam here. You just like portaled your way.
Not portal, but navigate. It's... I have magic to make me not need air. And then from there, it's simply my idea of knowing where you want to go. I also know several astral spells to grab on the winds.
So where are you going next?
I hadn't thought about that. If I need to heal, there's there's an island. There's a colony on the corpse of a large jade the dragon that I might be able to find some respite on.
When they were talking about wanting them off or like needing rest, Jal would have like kind of looked over towards Tonk and taken in like an insight of what his reaction would have been.
As long as she doesn't get in the way.
Okay.
When she mentioned Theros, would that have is there any way Simon would recognize that name?
You don't remember.
Okay. Fair enough.
Well, as long as you intend to keep your word about, not being hostile and repaying kindness and just needing rest, there's no need for you to leave right at the moment.
Now, you said something about a I don't know entirely, but you said something about doing something with a world or finding a fragment have been around. What are you looking for?
A dead world.
A dead world. She shuffles her stuff and she grabs this hunk. This world was called a patum. Once, anyway.
You keep dead worlds in your pocket?
When I find them.
Suppose I would do the same thing.
There's things you can do with these.
Like?
Well, it depends. I didn't get a chance to analyze this, but you can
That is a
grow
whole
all
world.
types of things. No, it's a piece of one.
Where's the rest of it?
I don't know. I just found this piece floating around.
Would you perchance call that the heart of that world?
Yes, it would be the heart of the world would be anything that's left.
Hmm.
And usually,
Are you
now
willing
if
to
you're
part-
if you're looking for a hut of one, are you shepherding a new world then?
I don't say anything to that. I just looked at Tonk.
Thank
I
you
am
for
sure-
rescuing me. Here, she kind of reads that and is sort of like. She was. You see this idea of like, you know what? I was just being curious. I'm not trying to be a here, like kind of like I seriously am thankful. So here, take your thing. I obviously asked a question I was not supposed to. Here you go.
The silence answered it.
Exactly. But she was like, but that of someone who earnestly doesn't want to intrude those who just helped her, and is not trying to be anything. She's like, okay.
So this is a part of that rock? Like the same substance?
Yes, it is. It's the world. It's a piece of the world itself.
You came across it just by happenstance, or you were nearby the body of it?
No, it. I mean, when worlds die, their pieces go everywhere. I was in a field of rocks, and my senses simply tuned in onto this particular piece. As well, actually, and she takes out this like hunk of metal. This. I have plans for this thing, but I do actually. And she puts it back, and she takes out this fine amount of glowing green dust that she has in a glass jar. Goes this
It's kryptonite.
is stardust. Actually, it's been supercharged by going through a star of some type. I'll give this to you as thanks as well.
Do we like? I appreciate it. I mean, is this going to give us better dreams? What do we do with it?
No. It's probably this is enough to. It's can replace components of a spell
Oh, very cool.
or a ritual. Mechanically, this would be a spell or ritual 5th level or lower,
Thank you.
and there's enough here to do that 4 times.
Nice.
Cool.
So you said you recognize the rock as being from a dead planet. How do you know that? Could you find the other part of this planet? Would you just know it if you saw it? Like, how does that work?
Based on Gideon's instructions, I believe if we dunk this into that there pool,
Hmm?
it'll guide us to the rest of it.
Out of character, I know I missed a little bit at the start of this session. Did we find the gleaming thing?
I
You
think.
did not find the gleaming one yet.
Oh, I thought the pool was the gleaming one.
Nope.
The pool's the place we have to do a little donut dip.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Ultimately, you had to find a piece to dip it in the dip, basically.
yeah.
And then, as far as the location of the world, that was where the gleaming one's the one that last saw the world. So location was going to come from the gleaming one, is what you figured out.
Okay, so we've got the item, which was location 1 that we didn't know. Location 2 is right here with the pool, and location 3 is kind of like 2.5 actually. So we got to go to the gleaming one to find out where we need to.
Okay, yes,
The
I got
ultimate
confused
bullets.
by you must seek out such a thing, then you must bathe it in the raw power of magic.
I
Yes, the thing refers to the dying piece.
I
Yeah.
have a
Got it.
question. With having boosted my intelligence score to 19, would Jajal understand that using the teleport spell anywhere else outside of the ship would be detrimental to my health?
Make an Arcana check.
I think he's
I mean,
been
that's
asked to do
a
that.
12.
I don't think your knowledge of arcane really knows what's going on. Because this isn't logic. This is how magic works.
Well, I guess in that aspect, I would kind of speak my plan aloud and say, well, we have a piece of the planet, and I'm not sure about how safe it would be, but I
No,
technically could teleport
no,
to the
no,
location of the
no,
planet
no,
and then mark it on the map.
no, no.
What is
Professor Tonk, would you enlighten us? I mean, he just got smart yesterday. Give him a chance.
Teleportation is navigation around a world. There are spells that let you cross planes. There are spells that let you go between places. But teleportation only works on the same rock, if you will. Out here, if you tried to teleport, it would be like throwing a leaf into a tornado. I have no idea what would happen to you.
even if it's on the same plane of existence?
Out here, might as well be its own plane. We're out in the weirdness here. We're in the space between. Unless it's made to work out here, I wouldn't trust it to work out here.
My biggest concern was just me being able to survive off the ship.
I think getting lost out here might be worse.
I mean, I point over to Simon. This was from a brief exposure to the storm. Imagine what it would be like to get lost in one.
Simon just gives two big thumbs up and a big smile while shaking.
But buddy, you want some crackers or something? Can I get you something from downstairs? Something to eat, maybe?
Soup.
Soup.
I
Let me go
feel
talk
like
to Polo real
soup.
quick. Yeah.
I think let's go ahead and take our break and come back for our next step. if you all wanna
Homie
think
just said
through.
soup when he's spazzing out.
I would just like to clarify that I help take care of my dad, and he has Parkinson's. And anytime he asks for soup, I always laugh a little bit. Like, I make him the soup when he asks me to. I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure? He's like, yeah, I really want some, chicken noodle soup or whatever. And I, like, okay. So I feel entitled to make this joke.
Hell yeah.
Fair enough.
All right. Very cool. See you back pretty soon here. right, time to get back here. All right. So, what's the next thing you'd like to do, everybody?
I think we got to dip the rock in the pool.
Who's dipping the rock in the pool?
I'll do it.
While you're down there, can you fill up some vials? Or jugs? Or
That-
barrels?
That stuff's not going to melt you, right?
Because if that's liquid magic, if it's just liquid residuum, we can use that as crafting material.
Is that stuff dangerous at all? Like,
Oh, pure unadulterated magic?
yeah.
No, perfectly safe.
So, like, we would want to have, like, barrels of it in the ship, and then if we get, like, broadsided by some other weird
Look,
ship...
it's
we'll place
it's
explosives, right?
it's no more dangerous than the kegs of black powder I have.
You sure?
It's
No.
more like if you had kegs of nitroglycerin.
I haven't made that to demonstrate.
All right.
So.
So you hop on there with the portal closed and fully submerge the piece into the pool. There is a crackling of energy, and you swear the pool almost lowers its level slightly as this is absorbing massive amounts of power. And it begins to feed back. Make a Constitution saving throw.
At least I'm proficient in those. $18.
18. It rockets through your body, sending pain waves. You see bits of your skin begins to disintegrate off. You even see bits of Tonk's facial skin kind of goes off, leaving goes away in flakes, leaving red veins and red and blood red underlayer behind. As it just rockets past you before you can pull it out, you take 19 force damage. It's like heck, you're bleeding from this, parts of you disintegrated, and there's energy coursing through your body. You have one level of exhaustion from trying to maintain this. The movie equivalent would be to, like, you handled an infinity stone for a moment. And while you have that exhaustion, your spell and weapon attacks will deal an extra 1d4 force damage on a hit, as there's now this feedback associated.
An upside to the downside.
The piece hums, and it vibrates continually with energy.
Tonk, can we bottle that? I'm sure Cassandra could make good use of it.
No,
Wait,
no,
you-
You can try.
I was going to say, you want to do that again? Really?
We did thank her, right? By the way, for how she handled the situation with Akiri.
I
don't know that you officially did so, but if you wanted to, that's fine.
I get back to the deck. I set the piece down, and then I pull out a syringe and just like inject it straight into my cheek.
Yeah.
Botox.
Tries to start to rebuild some of the tissue. Cassandra's going, yeah, that's pure weave right there.
Like, I'm doing this as Caldrum is like, so can we get more vials of that? And I'm just like, no.
Cassandra, do you have any way that we could manipulate?
no, I do not.
I'm assuming a bucket wouldn't work.
I've never come into contact with Ipsena here, called it residuum. Yes, technically. Ipsena kind of goes, well, yeah, I mean, not filtered like the stuff in Wildmount. Or in Exandria, of course. That's, I mean, if any of that would get onto Wildmount, that could destroy all of Exandria. Of course I did just mean that,
So keep that stone away from that table, then.
Because, yeah. So what you have is, like, essentially, like, stuff that was left over at word creation that you've mined. This is what that was before it became the table.
It's a shame. I feel like we could make so many things with it.
You want to try? Go for it. You saw what happened to him. If you have an appropriate vessel.
I looked at Cassandra. What would happen if I sunk this into it and I pull out the 113-sided crystal?
She looks at it. I have no idea.
Where's Thola when I need her to cast augury? Is Unafel still with us? Can he contact Bahamut for us?
Defeated. Unafel left.
Quick, somebody's sending Unafel. What happens if I do this? It's like, hey, I need you to contact Bahamut, ask this question, and then reply back to this Sunday. Oh, do I risk it?
I mean, does Thola have the ability to resurrect you if it goes sideways?
I mean, I've aged so much, who cares if I age some more? Fuck. This is pure, unadulterated energy.
And we know where it is, so we could maybe come back later.
You know what? Mal is why the captain. I can still talk to Bingles about this. It need not be this is my only chance to do so moment.
We'll mark it on the map.
Yeah, Joel, you use your thing, mark it on the map.
While I'm doing that, it takes about a minute. I wanted to look over to Cass and say, things were heated back then, but thank you for saving our asses back there with the Curie.
You're welcome. Part of the crew. But yes,
Aye.
that was way too scary, frankly. We need to not let the creatures like that on board ever again.
Let is a very loose term.
What's frightening is that she's the least of them.
Yes.
All right, so Chijal on the map. Do you want to label this one Tonk's Folly or what?
We could name it Juice Bar, or we can name it. I don't know.
All right, so now we have our glowy infused rocky thingy. We should probably head towards the shield.
Sounds like it. Ixena, are you joining us?
Who'd you ask that to?
Their name was Ixena, right?
Ibsena.
Ipsena. Yes.
If I am invited.
Well, you're not going to walk.
Then, yes, I guess I am coming.
At least in terms of next landfall. I mean, that seems reasonable.
She nods.
All right, so Joel, this time around, is there I won't say a less direct path. I still have no concept what a direct path is up here. Is there a way we can get there without having quite so much of this astral sickness?
I cannot promise that. I mean, I hope, but again, I can't promise it.
Simon, we're gonna need more soup.
You look over and he's got half of the bowl of soup just poured on his lap.
We'll just start heading over.
Okay. In that case, go ahead and make your check, sir.
Come on. Oh, son of a. It's a 10.
It's 10. Roll a d6.
Oh, man. 2.
You begin to lose your way once again. And you're trying to re-navigate. The stars seem shifting. Your focus just not quite there. And you, at least you see a psychic storm brewing, but you're able to navigate away from that, thankfully. However, you begin finding yourself, it's an area that's darker. The stars and pinpricks of lights are not around, it seems, here. The darkness seems to move. And you can't help but think that something's hunting you. And that's when you hear the beating of wings. As you see over top, coming in at a landing, a hunting velocity, 5 enormous birds, maybe. They have oily skin, long necks, and their beaks are sharpened teeth. Roll for initiative.
Alright, can't be worse than last.
There you go.
Beautiful.
There you go.
That's for my 2 natural ones earlier.
I'm gonna re-roll because I've got like a 70% chance to do better than an 8. Okay, much better.
All right.
Literally the best I could do, and I'm still going to be 3rd.
So I got Mao at 27, Simon at 22, Tonk at 19, Dajal at 20, and Caldrum at 24.
Sounds right to me.
All right.
Am I the lowest in that at a 19?
Yes.
In this
you
party, yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
For the
Hey,
record, I
you-
also
you're-
rolled a natural 20. Otherwise, there's no way I'm ever going to beat any of you guys. It's the only way I ever beat any of you guys. is
You're
with a
welcome to
natural
re-roll
20.
if you want.
Because let's see, you got a +9, a +7, +7, and +8. So, and I think even Thola has a +2 as well, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I've got advantage, but with a +2, it's not
Right.
doesn't help me
So
much.
these creatures seem to be navigating the plane, the Astral Sea, quite handedly. And Mal, it is your turn.
So give me an idea of exactly what these things are like. Are these like big reptile bird thingies? Are they more like dragony? Are they like wyverny? Like, what are these creepy things coming out of the ship?
I would say reptile bird things.
Reptile bird things. Okay. I'm gonna guess big, sharp, pointy teeth, maybe some claws.
Yep. I said, yeah. Can you turn the one that's nearest the camera around so they can see, please?
Oh, that's gross.
And that's the face of doom. Awesome.
Two.
Do they make little
so
whiny noises like the
shiny?
Skeksis when they look at you?
Yeah.
It's so glossy, especially the arms. Why? Why
Those
the
are some
arms
serious
so
bird arms.
glossy?
Yeah.
Amazing.
They look
All
wet.
right. So we've got all 4 of them within probably bow distance, I would guess. And I think one's landing at or near the front of the ship.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all within their movement to get to all of you. And their hunting pattern seems to indicate that you're not sure if they're hunting you or the ship at this point.
Interesting. Is there any way I could take evasive maneuvers and move away from them? Is that a possibility or not really?
I would say you can make a skill check, and on a success, they can't harm the ship. That would be your turn to keep them from being able to harm the ship.
I want to do exactly that.
Okay.
So, vehicle proficiency sailing.
Yep.
Woot. And dice don't fail me now. Sweet. That's a 24.
Absolutely. You start to make the ship into a roll where, because the relative gravity is going to be so messed up, there's no way they can actually do damage. They're forced. So now the way this is going to be fought is what's up and down constantly shifting as these things are flying, and a combination of flying and falling and landing to attack.
Even better. All right, that's my turn. Then I'm gonna stay on the prow, wheel in hand.
Yeah. That is huge because your ship can be destroyed. Caldrum.
I'm going to call out to Cinemoris to man the cannons first and foremost, and then I will pull out Soul Forger and take a shot.
Okay.
These things look big. I'm going to sharpshooter.
All right.
19.
Okay, 19 will hit.
29. Non-magical.
Okay, that is going to be halved.
Okay. Seeing that, we'll quick swap to the pistol and shoots again. That is only a 12.
That will bounce off of its feathers. Actually, the bullet, the ammo dissolves right on as it comes in contact with its form.
All right, final shot. 23.
That hits.
I'll reroll that since I haven't used the piercer effect yet. Oh, that's worse. 17 magical piercing and 2 fire damage.
Okay. What was the magical piercing?
17.
Thank you. Okay. So it looks like it's resistant to the fire.
Okay.
Goes out quickly. Is that it?
Yes.
All right. Simon.
All right. I'm going to run and just run around the boat to use the dash action to throw some electricity at using my boots at the one that he just shot at. So you just see Simon just start booking it around, just making a lap around the boat.
You're the Flash, basically. Ah!
Yes. And I'll go ahead and burn 2 charges, and it needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Got it. 25.
That will save, so it takes half of, or no, it's just save or suck, so it takes nothing. Never mind.
Okay.
But I don't want to throw my lightning javelin because if I miss, it's
You
just
can't get it
gone.
back.
Yeah, Simon needs to talk and Caldrum about making it so that can come back to him.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, with them being out there, that's really all I can do.
Yeah,
So-
the one in the front of the ship is going to kind of shift around so that it doesn't provoke opportunity, but makes itself in the middle of the three characters there, and then it's going to let out a shriek. And that will hit everyone who needs a Constitution saving throw as this sound just radiates through your ears.
Ooh. 20.
19 for me.
17.
25.
Nice. All of you resist it. Alright. In that case, the next one in the back, I think. So, who's that next? Who's that in the back next to the other one? Who is it? Tonk. All right, it'll go to Tonk. Just gonna attempt some attacks here.
AC 22.
Yep, it's gonna do what it can. Nope. Nope. Because these things are just coming on in. All right. Then the next one is going to swoop down and land at Caldrum. And go in for a beak attack. For 8, that's going to miss. It's going to strike with its talons for 9. That's going to miss. All right. Next one is landing, going for Mal. Natural 20.
Oof.
The beak.
Sweet.
And that is going to be 24 piercing damage.
24, got it.
It's going to go to its talons for 11, which will miss. And then the last one here, will go ahead and land at Jajal for beak attack. Natural 1. Go strike with its talons for 11. So all of them have landed on the boat at this point. And Jajal, it is your turn.
Okay. And they all go at the same time?
They did.
Okay. Well, seeing how the bullets kind of disintegrated as Cal was shooting them, the one that came up and started attacking me, I just kind of like stare down, laugh, and hold out my hands. And in my one hand, I'm going to Hexblade's Curse. And
Hey.
yeah. And then the other hand, I'm going to point blank blast its beak off with Eldritch Blast, hopefully.
Okay.
So the first one's going
Are you going to have disadvantage, or do you have the right feat?
I have no idea.
Then if you're doing a ranged hexblade at melee, then are you sorry? What are you doing?
The Hexblade's Curse and then Eldritch Blast.
Right. So Eldritch Blast is a ranged attack. If you're doing that within a melee range, that's at disadvantage.
Oh, well then, I'll disadvantage it then, unfortunately. 9 to hit.
That will miss.
The next one is
Oh.
14 to hit.
Miss.
Oh boy. It's okay, I'm still learning how this works. And a 10.
Miss. So
Yikes.
3 blasts and just get absorbed by its form.
I don't like you. Shit, that was a bonus action too, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jax.
Yikes.
All right. In that case, Tonk, it's your turn.
So, having fought flying things like this before, and underwater things, and the way they can pick up and land, and they can fly away and come back, and they're just fucking harassing jerks. Matt, I'm gonna need you to adjudicate something for me here.
Okay.
You would say the mast on the Kestrel is a plant, and the rigging is vine based, and the sails are plants, and all of that, right?
Essentially, yeah.
So if I cast plant growth, and all plants in a 100-foot radius become thick and overgrown, costing 4 feet of movement every 1 foot of actual movement, would you let me lock down the deck?
Yeah. You got it.
That means we are going to have problems moving, but hopefully that should make it much more difficult for them if they try and fly away, try and, hairy kind of attacks.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm gonna do that. And is one of the birds in melee with me already?
Yes.
Cool. Then I don't need to move. For a bonus action, Gidget will try and force. No, actually, front to back. How big is the boat?
I think it's either 55 or 60. 60.
Okay. I'm not gonna get all of it, but I'm gonna throw a temp HP bush at the mast.
Okay. So for your spell, the entire boat just overgrows itself. Yeah, there's fruits and different plants and herbs, even some of the poisonous ones that Jajal has used. It's like Gaius through the Cow Shore has kept has collected almost all the biological data. This spell he was not ready for just generates every plant that you've encountered all over the boat. All right. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Now.
All right. Since they're pretty much ground at this point, there's no point in doing more maneuvering, correct?
They are not incapable of flying away. It's just very movement expensive.
Okay. I mean,
It's
at-
up to
at
you.
the-
There's still a risk that they could, that they could decide to hurt the ship instead of hurting you. The
Okay.
maneuvers keeps them from being able to effectively hurt the ship. It's up to you how you want to do it.
I think I'll probably use the round for an attack instead, since I've got one right freaking next to me.
Okay.
All right, let's lead in with the family sword. First attack is going to be a soft 20.
Okay.
Ew.
That is.
And 12 damage.
Okay.
Second attack is going to be 25, so that's a hit.
Yep.
And that's another... oh, come on, you silly thing. Stop it. Let me reroll that one with Piercer. It's going to be 12 more damage.
Okay.
Third is going to be... 13's probably not going to hit.
No. It's able to move out of their way.
All right, and the bonus action, toss up the family sword and get a 4th attack in. That is a crit. Sweet.
Nice.
It's going to be 3d6 plus 7. For a total of 15.
Okay.
And you heal some?
And I'm counting it up now. Yep.
Okay, so yeah, you've been carving into it. It is a thick creature.
Yep.
But you're starting to get through the layers.
Yep, and I pick up 19 on the heals from that weapon.
Nice.
That's it for me.
All right, Caldrum.
One's like on top of me, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go. Is there one within 10 feet of it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So I'm going to go ricochet walloping to strike at those two. I'm going to burn a grit for advantage. It's a natural 20.
Nice.
So the initial one's going to take 44 piercing and 3 fire. And it has to make a strength saving throw, and then the second one would just be at the +7. Does an 18 hit the second one?
Yes. All right. Strength savings throw of 23.
Okay, so it's fine. I'm gonna re-roll that with Piercer because that's a 1. Okay, whatever. So 20 piercing to the second one,
Nice.
and 2 fire damage. I'll burn another grit since I crit. Same thing, same ammo. 19 to hit the first one
That hits.
for 22 piercing.
Nice. Looks bloodied.
1 fire. To the second one's going to be a 9, so that'll miss. And then just sharpshooter. It's 26 to hit
That hits.
for 19 piercing to the first one. Still walloping ammo. Sorry. So the first one needs to make another strength saving throw. I'm sorry for that second hit. 3 fire.
13 on the strength save.
Okay, so that one will fail, and a 10 misses the second one. So
Okay.
now the one in front of me is prone.
Okay, yes, knocked prone. And it is horrible looking.
That's my turn.
All right.
Or, I guess if I can back away from it and get to like the other side, I will risk the attack of opportunity now that it's prone, so it should be a disadvantage if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So it'll try. It's just like feebly going, for 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits exactly.
All right. The other one was a natural 20. So good job. 11 piercing damage.
Yeah. Solid. Well, since I got hit, I might as well heal up a little bit. I'll second wind as a bonus action, and that's my turn. I'll heal for 19.
Okay. And Simon.
Okay, so there's one that's prone, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna run up to that one.
Just remember that it costs like a ton of movement if you're not like right next to it, but I think you are because of the plant growth.
I've got up to 60.
I think you were already next to it, so
Oh yeah, I've got base 40, and I can burn my rage or my focus early to get an extra 20.
Gotcha. No, but I think you're next to it anyways,
Yeah.
so you're fine.
So, and then I'm going to just swing with my axe at it. So it's going to be a
Okay.
flat roll.
That's prone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Helping up my melee buddies.
Yep. That's a natural 20.
Let's
No,
go.
Yes.
They keep coming.
So it's 3d12 and 2d6. Because brutal critical, right?
Yes, sir.
Thing I got. Just want to double check.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Don't, that one. Alright, so I got 20 plus. I didn't rage, so it's just plus 5. So 25 slashing and 11 lightning.
How do you want to kill it?
Just gonna run up to it and just bury my axe right down the middle, like cracking the sternum, right between the halves. So I'm not damaging the chicken breasts, so we can fry them up later.
Absolutely.
Perfectly, just
Perfectly sliced. The chest of splits open.
Cleaved it in twain.
Yep, exactly. And then I will. Who are the other ones next to?
Something right there, really.
Yeah, there's one. There's in front and in back.
Okay, who's in front? Because I'm trying to decide who needs the most, who needs more help.
Like there's a jaw there. So it's Malin talk in the back. Everyone else is in front.
Okay, I'll go up to the front then. And I'll remember, I'll get up there and I'll use burn a focus.
I don't think you'll get all the way up there.
Yeah, because it's literally 20 feet per square.
Yeah.
Like your 60 movement gets you 3 squares.
Okay.
So you get to the one that
How close am I to it right now?
you can get with the melee with the one with where Jajal is, like the one that
Okay,
he
that's-
hacks.
that-
As long as you
yeah,
can
that's
get with
the
a
one I
melee.
wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are we flanking it?
Yeah.
Okay, so straight roll again. But first, have it make a dex save, which I'm sure it'll save.
12.
That fails, so full 7 lightning.
All right. It's resistant.
Stop doubting yourself.
Oh, some of that.
Well, it's not a very high DC, and they're birds. I'm guessing they're
They're
pretty
birds.
dexterous.
And they're birds. I like it.
So 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Oh, 9 slashing and 5 lightning.
All right.
Let's see, that's bonus action, both attack actions, all of my movement. Alright, that's it.
Okay. Let's see here. That one is going to try to answer your attacks with its beak and talons to Simon. 15, which will miss, and 23.
Yeah, that will hit.
That is 17 slashing damage.
Halved to 8.
Yeah. Then the other one up there. I was going to go ahead and attack Jajal. So that is 15 to hit Jajal.
It misses. I dodge nimbly.
And it goes with its
Hold on.
talons, trying to kind of grab your tail
Uh,
for 17.
Just misses too. Oh
All
man.
right.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my reaction to make another attack at it.
Okay.
Sentinel,
Sentinel.
baby!
It's another 21 to hit.
That hits.
The scales the whip gave you
16
saved your life.
slashing and 5
Seriously.
lightning.
Okay.
I was like, I'm pretty sure that triggers for me. Yes, it does. Ha! And its speed is 0. Not that it matters.
Okay. Now the 2 by Tonkin Mal, they start ripping up the deck.
Rude.
And okay, yeah. So you see that, and it looks like there's arcane veins that seem to go after the new blessed helm of the ship over, and they were ripping it up. There's like blasts of energy. They've officially damaged the helm. And with that, Jajal, it's your turn.
How far away am I from the hexed one?
Are you?
Still in melee?
Yeah, melee.
I will bonus action. Can I bonus action disengage as a rogue? I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah.
Yes.
Bonus action disengage. Make. I don't know, maybe halfway through, the deck.
Well,
And
no,
once-
what's-
No, bro. 20
What?
feet of movement for 1 square.
Oh, really?
The plant
Yeah.
growth.
Oh, I forgot about that.
No, I locked this place down, dude.
Okay. I mean, is there any way I can get just out of melee with it, with my movement, if I feline agility it?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Like,
You get 3
you-
squares with feline agility. And then because you bonus action disengaged.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna try this again, and my intent is to throw some more spells at it.
There you go.
So the first one is 21.
That hits.
So that's going to be 13 damage.
Okay.
And then I get what? 4 HP back?
If it dies, right?
I thought it was every time I hit it. Oh, I get 7 HP now.
No, but that's when it dies.
It's only if it
It
dies.
dies.
No, there was a.
Oh, your
I got
Hex
something
Leech.
from
read your Hex Leech feature. What does it say?
feats.
I coded it.
Each time you hit your hex blades
Yes.
first with an attack, you heal for an amount equal 4.
Yes.
Sweet. So heal.
Here asking us, he has it on his sheet.
All right. So the next one's going to be a 11.
That will miss.
Shoots
It
wide.
gets
and,
absorbed.
That's so strong.
22.
22 hits.
It's going to be 7 damage.
Okay.
Heal. Sweet. And I healed 8 HP.
Yeah.
That'll be my turn.
All right. Tonk.
So I know sort of the ship's pieces are moved a little bit so we can get a better view of it.
Right.
Am I within 15 feet of the mast?
So, man, no. I think you're just outside of that. Okay. I don't know. Hand, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. Is Tonk within 15 feet? Thumbs up, you are.
Okay.
Thank you.
Then I will take my temporary hit points.
Yeah.
That's 13 temp HP.
Nice.
So everybody that's within 15 gets that at the start of their turn.
Nice.
And then I'm going to Oh yeah, no, this is what we're gonna do. The one. No, that's Mal. That's you right next to me, right? Okay.
Yep.
Mal is focused on piloting this ship and probably doesn't appreciate the thing trying to hit him, or I guess it's not trying to hit him now. But that's fine. I'm gonna cast Vortex Warp on the bird near him.
Okay.
Needs to make a con saving throw DC 16.
14. Actually, I'm sorry.
Cool.
Let me double check that. Nope, still 14. Cool.
Cool. It's gonna be up near the crow's nest.
Nice.
Like still in all of this bullshit,
right, but just up way top.
but up in the crow's nest.
Yep, there we go.
That's not a crow.
And then Gidget is going to try to shoot. Does an 18 hit?
Yes. Which one's it shooting?
The
one?
one that's still near me.
Okay.
For 8 force damage.
Nice. All right, yeah. You like blow off one of its claws. Or one of its nails, I guess. Down to the quick.
And that'll be my turn.
All right, Mal.
All right, now that I've seen these things attempt to rip apart the deck, put my hand back on the tiller and see, is it responsive at all?
It is, but all the checks are going to be at disadvantage.
That's fine. I'm going to do a barrel roll.
Okay.
Blippi.
At least try to shake these fuckers off a little bit and see if we can keep them from doing damage to the ship again. So disadvantage, vehicle proficiency, sailing. Survey says, not my finest day. That's an 11.
11. Yeah, it's between the ship's slow movement. You begin trying to. You see where some of the connections are damaged, and it's a lot like the way gears would work. It's enough that you kind of know what to do, even though it's like weird, veiny root stuff, but because it mimics how actual ship works. So you're able to you're trying to replace that, but you're not able to get the ship to work.
Okay. And then any chance I use my bonus action over my shoulder, just like flick in the direction of the family sword and stab it directly to the bird behind me?
Absolutely.
All right, let's do that. Bonus action, whack. That's going to be 15 to hit.
That hits.
Yes. And that's 10 more damage.
Yeah. So trying to fiddle with the wheel, it's not respawning, so haphazardly throwing your wrist and thing cries in pain. And
Right,
Caldrum. Yep.
Okay. The ones at the back by Simon, are they within 10 feet of each other? Yes.
Yep.
I think
yep.
that's thumbs up, yeah. Okay. Ricochet Walloping.
Okay.
Oh wait,
Caldrum,
one of them's
where-
pro.
Where are you, Caldrum?
I'm mid center, yeah.
Okay. So
Okay, yeah.
Mal,
so I get my
Mal,
10 HP.
yeah, you and Mal get temp HP.
Sweet. Okay, no, those aren't prone. So let's go sharpshooter to the one in front of Simon. 14.
It absorbs the ammo.
Okay. Second attack. Same bullets. 21.
Hits.
I'm gonna re-roll that with Piercer because I can't roll lower damage than that. Okay, one more damage. 18 piercing.
Nice.
2 fire. This is the attack roll for the second one. 17 to hit.
That hits.
It's gonna be okay. 17 piercing. 1 fire.
Okay.
Final attack. Same thing. 15.
Hits.
Sweet. Jesus. Okay, that's another 1 for 17 piercing. 2 fire, and then against the secondary target. Yeah, that'll hit for 24 with 21 piercing. 4 fire.
Okay.
Sorry. They need to make at least the first one needs to make the actually no, because this one both hit. They both need to make strength saving throws, sorry. Because it was walloping ammo.
Okay. First one fails, so it's prone. Second one fails and is prone.
Sweet. Alright, that's my turn.
Okay. Yeah, they are. I mean, it's like it's weird because their blood has that strange rainbow sheen, and so it's just like unicorn throw up all over them. As they're just wringling in absolute agony and pain. Simon.
All right. I still
Temp HP?
flanking with the one or no? Nope. How much temp HP?
No, but it's prone now.
Oh,
Yes, you have
well,
advantage
then-
anyway.
Okay.
You're welcome,
13.
bud.
13 temp. All right.
Which is like 26 for you.
Yeah. So flat roll is I'm gonna just swing at the one that's still in front of me there.
All right.
Is 18 to hit.
Yes, and it has AHP left, so you just cleave it again.
Did you say a singular?
Yes.
God damn it, if I had it rolled so bad.
Nice.
So I just same thing as the first one, just
Yeah, so
Cleave it
cracking the sternum open. Ching, Vrock
I-
breasts!
I've watched Thola do it with the chickens in the kitchen countless times. I'm like,
Yes.
I'm getting the hang of this. Okay. And then
You can move it to the other one, yeah?
okay, yeah, then I'll go to the other one. Is this one prone as well?
Yes.
Okay. Second attack on that one. 24 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. 1 lightning and 18 slashing.
Okay.
And then dex save from it.
Okay. $15.
Saves, so it takes half of 10, so 5.
5 half to 2.
No, it was 10 was
It has resistance to lightning.
Oh. That dang it, I forgot. We need good elemental depth for this guy too.
Oh. All right, anything else?
I mean, anytime you have a character based around a single element, like that's
Yeah, well, it's yeah. But no, that is it. That's bonus action. Yeah, that's it.
All right. That one is going to take the disengage action and get itself off of the ship.
I still get an attack of opportunity.
So half of its movement to stand up,
Yep. It is at disadvantage though.
and then does it have enough movement to take another step at 20 feet per square?
Yeah,
Damn, this thing's quick.
Well, I get attack of opportunity before it does.
right.
Sentinel, baby.
18 is the lower of the two.
That hits. It has AHP.
Oh yeah.
How do you kill it midair?
This one, like as it's going up, I go through its spine, so it's
Oh,
kind
I
of turning
love
its
it.
back to me, and I just right in the middle of its spine,
Absolutely.
and then I
Just get
kind of
right
like
to-
drag it back and slam it back down on the
I
deck
love
to
it.
finish
Just-
cleaving through it.
Yeah, it stops and you feel the spine cracking underneath as you throw it onto the deck as it begins to dissolve. You're like, nope. All right. Let's see here. The one below deck. At this, it's actually just going to go. So it'll get its one square at 20. It's about 10 feet away from Tonk. So away from the ship, it gets a total of 100 feet. And the one up top is going to do the same thing, get 100 feet away.
I mean, I'll go ahead. I don't think I'm gonna kill it, but I'll go ahead and take my hat off.
You were 10 feet away, I think.
He'd been rolling
Or
melee
he'd been
attacks
rolling.
before
That's
me.
right. So I am like looking at the map. That's why I got confused. Thank you for saying that. You are correct. So yes, take your head up.
Hold on a second.
Yep. Nope.
I'll take that nat 20. Jesus, this game.
Nice.
Yeah.
Jesus, this game. Okay, sure.
Good. I love it.
Has everybody crit today?
Almost.
Mal's crit a couple times. Cal's crit a couple times. I've crit. Tonk's just crit. Did y'all have you not?
4
Nope.
times, I think.
So that's 53 cold damage.
All right. It is resistant. The 26.
Like I said,
But ow.
I didn't figure I'd necessarily, down it before it got away, but I wanted to make a point.
Oh,
Yeah.
if only it was Ray of Frost and you reduced its speed by 10.
So yeah, I mean, I would say it's like I would say 2 of its claws that it land on like break off and start to dissolve because it gets frozen to the ship as it screams. But then Jajal.
So how far away does the one that Tonk attacked make it?
From that point, 100 feet.
And the one out the back 100 feet also?
Yeah.
I'm going to kind of run after the one that went off towards the back of the ship. And I'm going to blast it.
Well, again, we're difficult terrain.
Oh, I mean,
It's super difficult terrain.
Yeah.
It's 20 feet of movement per square.
Where you are, I would say, because you were right below the one that was on the mast, it's still within 120 of you. So you can just blast that one if you want.
that one. Yeah, I'll do that.
You can't get to Tonks. That's going to. Well, let me think here. 100 there, so you'd have to go 1, 2, 3. You would need 60 feet to get to a point where you want to hit Tonks. Do you have 60 feet of movement to spend?
I could bonus action dash it and then still use my attack.
So that's your choice. Which one do you want to do?
Yeah, I want to go after that one.
Cool.
And then bop bop bop.
Roll it.
Oh, that's a 14.
It dives low. Whoom, it goes over its head.
Damn it, one more. Let's go. 21
That hits.
for 11 damage.
Okay. 11 force.
And then one more there. Oh, never mind. It's a 2.
Almost.
It almost
So
was a 20 and then it
close.
kept rolling.
Oh my god.
All
Yeah.
right. And this
Yes,
one kind
you
of does a
spoke too
loop
soon.
around.
That was such a tease.
Absolutely. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Tunk.
Can I take a 120-foot shot at it?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, your spell made it not able to get far enough away to avoid all that, so...
I'm assuming 22 hits.
Yep.
Cool. Uh, 20 fire damage.
Nice. It is resistant. All right. Whew, I mean, this... You're picking away at it, but now, like, as it lights on fire, its skin is exposed. Thing is...
I got 240 range
Yeah. All
for
right.
magical, and then 800 for non.
Anything else, Tunk?
No. No, that's all I got at this range.
All right. Mal.
Duck hunt seems to be going well so far, so I will stay on the prow and attempt to be ready to dodge or maneuver or shift the boat any way it needs to in order to avoid these suckers coming back with a vengeance. I'll also go ahead and recall the family sword and slide it right back into its scabbard.
Absolutely. Caljun.
All right. Which one looks most hurt?
The one Tonks I'm going after.
All right. Burn grit for advantage. Which ammo do I have left? Regular ammo it is. Okay, so it's not a misfire. Next attack.
Oh, jeez.
I love how I always get close to misfiring when I roll with advantage. Advantage again using my last thing. 19.
Hits.
23 piercing. 1 fire.
How do you want to kill it?
Let's use the. I want to say it impales the bullet impales it in the back of the head, and it kind of just flops and then floats there. I guess because it's the Astral Sea, it doesn't really fall.
Yeah, it doesn't just ching, and then just kind of stops. I guess the physics still carrying it at about the same speed, floating,
Like,
but
I'm
no flapping.
Probably even faster because it just got hit by a bullet.
Like,
The bullet's
I'm
gonna
about-
propel it more.
I'm imagining full Skyrim ragdoll.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, final attack at the other one. I'll burn the grid I just got back for killing that one. Uh, 15, I think, just hits.
Yep.
Let's re-roll that with Piercer. That's a little bit better. So, 23 piercing, 1 fire.
Okay. It's still up, looking pretty good. Simon.
Okay.
Man the ballista!
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm standing right next to the ballista, right?
Yeah.
Does the ballista happen to have a rope attached to it, like a harpoon? Because I mean, we're on a boat.
Don't think.
No,
like,
it wouldn't.
it's
It
like
wouldn't
that.
naturally happen.
Yeah, no.
Would I be
That-
able to tie a rope to it, or a vine to it, and still be able to use it as for my action?
Make a sleight of hand check.
Okay. That is going to be at disadvantage though, because it's dexterity.
Yes.
Actually, hold on. This is my first check of the night that hasn't been an attack, so I have advantage. So it's a
straight
flat roll. Well, that's pretty good. 17 on the dice, so 19.
Okay, you're able to get it pretty secure. You go to aim it. Now make your attack roll at disadvantage.
Yes, this is at disadvantage.
Yes.
You save us at least one ballista bolt if you miss.
Well, so I got a 19 and a 14. So I don't know what my plus hits to with this is. Or
Is
the
it same as the
damage.
cannons, Matt, or is it or is this an upgraded one?
It is a +6 to hit with this.
Yeah.
So
20.
dirty 20.
Okay, so it hits. Give me 6d10 damage.
6d10?
Yeah.
Oh shit, this thing's strong. Okay, hold on. I need to grab more d10s because I don't have that many. There we go. Okay. Oh, there's 3 10s in there. So I've got 30, 36, 42, 49
Nice.
plus plus maybe
Okay.
something. I don't know.
No, it doesn't get the plus.
Okay.
Then it has to make a strength save or be caught by it. A natural 1.
Yeah.
It goes in, catches it as ding, the rope goes taut, and it kind of screams as it's caught by this thing. Its movement impeded.
Alright, I think that's going to be it, unless I can try to pull it back some. But I don't think I'm going to be able to.
Oh. It is going to try to get out of it. Unsuccessfully. Jajal, it's your turn.
We got
how
another
far is
round,
it?
guys.
You can kind of move back down the stairs and fire at it.
Yeah, let's
I-
do that.
Yes,
What?
Tom?
Go ahead.
Can I drop concentration?
Yeah. Cool. So go ahead.
Wait,
And
what
it's
were you
within range?
concentrating on?
The whole terrain thing.
Oh, plant growth is concentration?
I assumed it was.
Oh,
Jesus,
is
if
it?
it's not, that's busted. Let me pull that up and look.
It's not.
Yeah, so unfortunately it is still very hard to move through.
It's still very hard to move.
Oh, all right. Never mind.
100
So how far away is it from me?
feet.
Then I will blast it. Let's see. I'm fishing for a crit here. I'm hoping it's gonna happen. There's a 19. If I had a Hexblade's curse up, I would have got it. 26 to hit.
That hits.
Let's see. 6 damage.
Okay.
The next one is a 10.
Miss.
And
It's flapping around. The blast is going around it.
14. Jeez.
14. No.
They're all over the place.
All right.
All right.
And then talk.
How far away is this one?
100 feet.
Okay. Well, I'll move my 3 squares closer so I can shoot it.
Yeah.
Can you even do 3 squares? Don't you
Uh,
only have 25
essentially.
movement?
I mean, yeah, technically I really can only do 2
You can only
because
go
it's 25,
Here's what
but
it is.
21 to hit.
Hits.
For 20 fire damage.
25. How do you want to kill it?
Yes.
I imagine, resistant to fire and whatever, but I imagine just the fire going up the wings, like the feathers
Mhm.
catch almost like brush. As it just, the wings go up and then like just fire, like gone in fire and ash. And like just ash floating in the astral winds.
Absolutely. Burns.
Simon's bringing back the cooked bird.
Bring back what's left of the burnish. Like, a little well done, but
Well, this one's already cooked. This is like just the rotisserie style, man. This is fine. Or broiled or something like that.
Absolutely. And it seems that the assault is over.
So, rereading plant growth. Do I need to have a conversation with Gaius?
Probably. Probably. Speaking of, Gaius, how do we fix this?
I
I'm sorry. I thought it would go away.
well, it's gonna take time either way. So I start. I move over to the rocks that we have, and I'll be like, Tonk, if you could assist in the harvesting.
Yeah, it's a 100-foot radius. So yeah, it's this. Your rooms, your beds, the workshop's unusable. It is like nature has reclaimed everything. The vines and trees and plants all throughout. It's like going through the lower decks. It's more like you have to do some severe like machete work before it can even be the 20-foot issue. There's some problems this spell has caused.
Do the kids gain a level?
What?
Since they're also plants.
Yeah.
All the kids gain a level.
Tom just keeps doing the spell. And you get a level. And you get a level. And you get a level.
You're gonna have level.
Nope, I'm not doing this one again. As much as giving them all a level sounds nice, not doing this one again. Gaius, I'm really sorry.
We Tonk just makes the kids level 20. We abandon these characters and just play the kids. It's like the kids are taking back Dark Toe.
Alright. Well, Simon will get to work on clearing stuff with his axe.
Well, so that's the thing, right? Like, I don't know how much of this growth is still Gaius and the Kestrel.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much of this like we can just machete.
Well, we do know that like Gaius is what we know to be Gaius and the wild bloom is kind of like tempered against fire and whatnot. This new vegetation wouldn't be. So we can kind of discern like where the wild bloom ends and this new growth starts.
But
So,
I am like there's the
so
warden
you might
part
want
of
to
me-
you might want to talk to Gaius. Yeah.
Yeah, this is what I mean. Before you guys start hacking, right? If like the vines you're hacking is stuff that grew off the rail, right? Like that's might be painful,
I'm not
right?
helping nothing.
Let's
Or it might be just like a shave. Let's go talk to him.
Simon stops partway through his swing, like,
Okay. So it's kind of strange. Gaius, with all this foliage, like just creeps all of you out because it's so surprising. As he's just like, "Do you want to talk, sir? You made quite a mess, Master Tonk." And he just kind of like appears almost out of thin air. It feels like because all the vines just move around him.
I'm also imagining he's got like, you know, a moss beard and just wild.
Oh
man
yeah,
hair.
like it's a
Yeah,
long.
yeah, he's got-
Oh yeah, it's like a red, blue, and green moss beard. There's like flowers of all types growing off. There's like astral butterflies now coming off of him. Has a big walking stick. Yes.
I'm sorry. The full consequence here was unexpected, and for that you have my deepest apologies. How can we help?
It is all the growth here, both through me the ship are connected. You've advanced things. But with time, I think I can try to make some pathways. You could certainly try to cut it, but I see two options, Master Tonk. I can try to control this through time and try to rework some of the growth. Or I can take me and the children and the Kestrel's intelligence, and we can hibernate while you do the work that is necessary. It would put us out of commission for 12 hours.
If we were to do that, would there be lingering discomfort when you came back?
I don't know, but we wouldn't feel it actively. Now, if you begin hunking, it's going to not be good.
Just on the order of time, guys. If you did it the slow way and just kind of like grew things in the right direction, we're talking like weeks, months, years, right?
If you wish to move about the ship freely, it'd take me about a week.
Okay.
But good either way. This is your ship, and if it's not usable, we're victims to whatever lies out here in the Astral Sea. So I'd rather be an uncomfortable person than dead.
That is a fair and gracious point. I defer to Master Bushwhacker here. Tonk, in your experience, what's the right thing to do?
I wish I could get to my room right now and actually trance with the ship and all of them, so I could really get a feel for all of it.
I mean, you can do it. It's just going to take a minute or so.
You have to actually clear out the area. I mean, it is like thick, impassable forest.
Wait, can any of you do the thingy where you turn yourself into a mouse? That might be quicker.
What?
The thingy where you turn yourself into animals and like we can make Tonk into a mouse. He could just like scurry down there and then plug himself in. I saw somebody do it once. It was super weird.
Cassandra, can you hear us? Can you get to us?
She's like in the room. There are large trees in my door. I guess I can see you. Who needs to be a mouse?
Is a mouse the right?
All right,
right
get ready,
creature?
Donk. And I'm assuming you don't resist, so
Nope.
Donk becomes a mouse.
I will scurry.
But you now have the intelligence of a mouse. I don't know if you can maintain the I need to get to my room. Like you I know it says you still know who your friends are, so you're not like forced to attack your friends. But I don't know if you have.
It's easy. Just make a mouse intelligence check. I'm going to say DC of 7.
What is a mouse's intelligence? Hold on.
Did you leave any cheese in your
rat?
room?
Yeah, rat is fine. I don't think mouse is in here.
-4.
Okay.
Do you have inspiration?
I do.
Inspiration.
I do.
A very inspired mouse.
Could
Okay, those cancel each other out.
Go, Five will go.
Oh, the kids can't bring people with them with their tree stride ability.
No.
13.
Oh, there we go.
Go 5. Oh god, I just got it.
Yeah. So, unimpeded, because you're able to scurry through and squeeze, you're able to find yourself in your room and connect, though it is a weird connection because you're still a rat. What else?
If I'm honest here, I don't know that I'd really be able to do what I wanted to do down here as a rat.
Okay. I'd say there's probably enough to get enough communication for Cassandra to drop the spell.
Okay.
I think so. I think that makes sense to me.
Okay. So there are obviously all of the named saplings. There are many, many unnamed saplings. There is the boat itself. And I get the feeling in this trance that like the boat itself has never like with words communicated with me in the way that
Right.
the saplings and Gaius, but there is still a feeling of the boat.
Yeah.
There's still a feeling I get from the Kestrel.
Yeah, only Keyleth's been able to talk to the boat itself.
Yeah, the boat's more like a plant than anything else. But there's still like as you know, plants do have a limited consciousness.
So yeah, I put this question to them, right? Gaius's concern about if we don't do this, we're in danger. We've already been attacked. You know, what happens, you know, if that goes wrong? But also the concern about what hacking all this stuff clear might mean. And sort of pose this question both individually and collectively in this weird this weird you know what I mean by sort of...
Yeah. I think there's a sense in which all the consciousnesses here begin to talk, and there's many, and you even get to sense that there's inklings of brand new ones since you've cast the spell. It's the ship's consciousness is one, but it seems also to be an amalgamation of everything, and now these new growths are part of that consciousness that is the Kestrel. It's as you're trying to connect with all of it, it's almost like new organisms trying to figure out what they are now, what they even feel, as so much has changed in a matter of seconds. And there is the voices of Gaius, the concern of attacking and the ship needing to be operable. And there's a moment of, are we slaves to these people? No, we are the crew. And there's a feeling of the more conscious ones of we're just as responsible as them to make sure this is good. And then there is not a voice from the Kestrel. It's almost like a beating heart. A bass that thrums and echoes. When the next beat comes, the first isn't completely gone, and after 5, they're just cascading through and overtaking the noise. Boom. Boom. And another option presents itself. That of being able to use all this expounded energy to rework the life into a seed. A seedling, to be specific. Ready to soak up astral energy and become its own.
Not a seedling like what we have, but
No.
seedling like a new boat.
Yeah. To release it. And let it float wherever it would go. They estimate this would take 3 hours. Or you get the feeling of 3 hours from the voices. Gaia seems to trying to be translating as best they can some of the more specific things to put it into real time. What this will end up being mechanically is essentially a straight up wisdom check, somewhat high DC, from you as you're kind of the one directing this, and then failure, the ship will go offline for 24 hours. As far as it's automated and all the seedlings and the life of it, it's still a functional ship by all of you. On a success, after 3 hours, I'll be able to move this off.
Okay. Jonathan, do we have any inspiration
Nope.
sitting in chat? Damn. Okay. All right. That's
Unless somebody else has one.
Oh
that they
nope!
wanna offer up.
Somebody just.
Oh. There is one now.
Yeah, Frosher
Thank
was
you.
like, "Nope, I got you."
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Nice.
Oh, thank you. That is very, very needed there. Okay. So you said a
You
wisdom
know, if he
check?
succeeds, then you're gonna need to make another ship, right?
So
I know. Oh.
So, you said this was a fairly high DC.
Mhm.
So, I'm assuming that a 13 wouldn't have beat it,
No,
but that a 22 might.
22.
Hey.
The 22. The process begins. Now, for this time, the ship is not going to be able to move in any way or form. But you see the plant slowly begin to grow back into the ship. And Tonk, you feel very at the top of the crow's nest, the large flower blooms, and it begins to close up, and you see the mixed rainbow energy that the ship's absorbed beginning to flow into it, and it's growing larger, as if producing something. And that's where we're in for tonight.
Hell yeah.
All right. Wow. Thank you for all the inspiration, everybody. This is one of the most inspiration games I think we do our week. And I was like, no, I want them to go. And we will come back next Wednesday and see how everything has proceeded. And so with that, good night. And y'all have a good one.
Good night.
Nice.